I.S.U.P.K.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination.
Both of them have committed abomination. You are disgusting. You are disgusting. So all this, that, I can't think of that committed in there. I think Wanda Sykes, that's another one. Right. Wanda, a sister, an Israelite, homosexual, laying with another woman. You licking and kissing on another woman. What's her name? Queen Latifah, another one. Licking and kissing on another one. Man, that's disgusting. Say that box for a man, Salakia. She looking on something that P come out of, man. Come on. Right. Come on, man. That is disgusting. But that's us. Following after these other nations, man. Following after America. Believing that we can do what we want to do, man. But they ain't got us nowhere. They ain't gotten us nowhere but destruction, man. Right. And you know what's crazy? At one point in time, if I'm not mistaken, back in what, the late 60s, early 70s, if I'm not mistaken, I believe homosexuality was considered a mental illness. That's right. So now I gotta ask you the question. What happened from the late 60s, early 70s up to now? What changed? Why did homosexuality go from a mental illness to now being born that way? What, is everybody mentally ill? I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand we're in America, it's rough here, I get it. Is everybody mentally ill? And you know what? And I'll take that. Let's say if everybody is mentally ill. If everybody is mentally ill, do you know what I need to see more of? I need to see more prescriptions. I need to see more paper of people actually going to somebody, talking to somebody, trying to get some help, trying to work with their demons. Is everybody mentally ill, or is everybody born gay? Come on, man, that's nonsense, man. Cause at one point it was a mental illness. Now you tell me you could be born that way? So is that what we're supposed to teach our little boys and girls now? So I guess the birds and the bees, we don't teach that no more. Cause you know in school now what they want to teach our children, our little boys and girls, they now want to try to teach our children about homosexuality. Y'all do know that, right? There's actually some articles and news reports that teachers actually are being fired. Being requested to be fired by students' parents because they're trying to read these homosexual books to our children. Right. It's in everything. It's all in TV. It's in the commercials and everything. It's all in TV and in commercials. And our little children don't know no better, man, because like little children, they're impressionable people, man. They're like a sponge. They soak up everything. They soak up everything. They don't know no better. So as a good parent, man, what you got to do, like it says in Proverbs, man, you gotta train up a child. You gotta train them up in the righteous way, so when they grow up, they know what to do. Right. Go ahead, brother, keep going. Okay. It's like a dry line. Give me Ephesians 2:2. Okay. But that's what we have to do, man, and it's sad. It's sad that we really have to do that we have to go that far. Because now, instead of trying to teach my son and my daughter, about male and female, they got to that age about what, need to know about sex. Now I'm forced to have to teach them things premature. It's sad because something that hurt my heart. I got a little cousin. She had to ask me a question about something because she saw something that no little girl should have to see. She saw something. A little child, she saw this. She saw what looked like to be a grown man, but had women parts. So of course, naturally, she had to look up to me and ask me a question like, what's wrong with that man? And you know why she asked that? Because naturally she knows something was wrong with that. Naturally, she knew that was out of order. to see what's supposed to be a man, but you walk around with woman parts, man. Come on, what kind of nonsense is that? This is modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. You can't tell me no otherwise. And I'm gonna show you. And I'm gonna show you later on in the Bible what the Lord did with Sodom and Gomorrah. Because that sin, that stench of sin that got so bad, just like trash. You know what happens when you got trash in your house and you leave it sitting there for days and days at a time? What happens? It gets to stink. But if you're in that house for a period of time, you go nose blind. You know what that means? That means you don't even smell the stench. That's how bad it is for us as Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. While being here in America, we begin to stink so much, man, with filth, that we can't even smell our own filth. We can't even smell our own trash. But guess who can smell our own trash? Guess who can smell our own filth? The Lord can smell that, man. The Lord can smell that filth that's on us that we're doing right now. And not only can the Lord smell it, you know who else can smell it? The priests and prophets of the I.S.U.P.K, we can smell it, man. That's why we coming out here. That's why we come out here every day. That's why we come out here every week. And we go so hard, man. And we break these scriptures down. We crack open this Bible to teach our people. Because we know our people are out here sinning. You know why? Because we were once out there in the world sinning like you are today, black men and black women. We were doing the same thing. Brother, you got that? Ephesians 2 and 2.
Oh God, the book of Ephesians, chapter 2, verse 2. Where in time past ye walked according to the course of this world.
Say what now?
Where in time past ye walked according to the course of this world.
Walking according to the course of this world, meaning what? Like today, how we're following after everything in America. We're following the world. But this is, what does the Bible say? Mankind shall not lie with mankind as if you lay with womankind. But what are we doing today in this world? We're doing the complete opposite. Like my other one said, we're disobedient children, man. Hard-headed, stiff-necked, and rebellious. We're following after America. America can say this what? That you could be born a homosexual, or because you feel like you may be a woman, even though your birth certificate says you're a male, but because you feel like you're a female, you now want to get you a sex change, man. But that ain't what the Bible says. Go ahead, brother. Read that from the top.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 2, verse 2. Where in time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air.
According to the prince of the what?
Of the power of the air.
The power of the air, meaning the power of the airways, man. Who controls the airways? Who controls TV, social media, the internet? Who controls that? Commercials, man. That's our oppressors, man. They control all the airways. Think about it. Why do you think they always go after our entertainers, man? You know why? Because that's all on the airways. Your entertainers, your rappers, your singers, your athletes. That's all you see. Your actors, your entertainers. Kanye West. Hey, there should be no reason why my little cousins got to tell me everything that keeping up with the Kardashians got to do. But you can't tell me the stuff about the Bible, man. How sad is that? But that's what it's talking about, the prince of the air, prince of the airways. Our oppressors have the power, man. They have control of the airways. Black people, we don't have control over that. We don't have control over the social media and the internet. We can only control maybe what we do, maybe, but that is to a certain extent. That's why they push that stuff on us. That's why it's so easy for them to push Lil Nas X in front of our face. I don't even listen to the radio, but somehow or another, I keep hearing his songs. It's like, good night. Guess what? Like before color TV, we all knew that smoking crack was wrong, man. Like before color TV, before the internet, we all knew those things was wrong. But all we had was that one black and white TV, and that 17-inch TV.
I gotta say it for sure. Listen, y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember when you had that small 17-inch TV and it was black and white? And what channel did you have? You had ABC, PBS, what else? CBS and NBC, right? Only thing that you ever seen on TV was the damn news, man. You understand? But guess what? When you bring along BET, MTV, you understand, all these video commercials and all these things like that, we were introduced to a whole nother lifestyle, man. Right. We were introduced to a whole nother scene that, guess what? It separated the black community. When you only had that small television, guess where you spent the majority of your time? Outside. You understand? Guess what you spent majority of your time? With your brothers and your sisters, you understand? So you was able to tell them, hey, stop doing that, dummy, you understand? That is wrong, right? Your brothers and sisters kept you in order, right? Like, I got a partner of mine, LB the soul singer. He go hard. And guess what? Every time back in the day, guess what he used to do? Hey, man, put that down. We did that back in the day. But once you start watching that goddamn television, you start listening to the news, you start paying attention to this world that we live in, guess what? We begin to fall as a brotherhood, you understand? What? We begin to fall as a people. But when we didn't have that, we knew that segregation, it didn't really bother us. Hell, we had communities and banks and doctors and lawyers and everything when we were segregated. But when we began to integrate inside of America, everything that we had, we lost it. What? And we lost our sense of morality too, man. You understand? We lost all of that when we decided to join with the oppressor. And guess what else? With joining with the oppressor, you lose your masculinity. You understand? You lose your femininity as a woman when you join with the oppressor, because all of them are brute animals, man. They're all brute animals. They're all brutish in a way. But our masculinity is supposed to be a strong thing. You understand? It is nothing to be ashamed of. Neither is femininity. It is meant for a woman to be feminine. I don't expect for a woman to have a voice deep as mine. I'm going to begin to question myself. If I say, hey, Shalom, sis, how you doing? And she say, Shalom, you know, we're going to have a goddamn problem. You understand? Right. And neither do I expect a man to walk around here sounding like Susan. You're supposed to be masculine, man. Right. You're supposed to be, the woman is special when she's in her feminine. And the problem is, when you tell everybody it's okay to walk around and be gay, you're flip-flopping, you understand? This whole place is being turned upside down right in front of our very faces, man. And the earth wants us to be okay with it. The earth wants our communities to be okay with it. But that's not true, because everybody knows once you see a woman, you are expecting to hear nice, kind things. And when you see a man, you expect a man to be strong. You understand? What? Let's not change that, because guess what? The Bible said this is how we should live. Let's not flip that up. Keep bringing it out, brother.
Come on, give him a hand. Give him a hand. It's like I want you read my mind too. That's next scripture, brother. John, give me 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. You hit the nail right on the head when you said that about masculinity. Because that's what happens, man. Because that's what happens when we accept stuff in America. We done lost our manhood. We done lost our masculinity, man, and our femininity. Like, it's so backwards now, because now that we just decided to accept what America has given us, now you see brothers out here that you think, brothers, they look strong. They look strong, but they're just as soft, man. They just as soft as Charmin toilet tissue.